Hey everyone, Zeddy here again to do the brand new video. In the last couple days, we highlighted our odd Demon Hunter run, which was basically just something that should just never happen. 85% win rate, a 49 win streak, top 10 legend in 12 hours, ridiculous, right? This is all right after we saw the 12th nerf, if you want to call it a nerf, to Demon Hunter since it's been released on, I believe, April 6th when Ashes of Outland came out. The class is still busted. It's still busted. It's been nerfed or adjusted 12 times. And in Wild, it's actually stronger than it's been since the day one nerf when Odd Demon Hunter with the skull was completely broken. And now it's at its peak with the most recent change. And in Standard, it got bumped down from number 1 and is still just barely second in Standard. But I don't think that's going to last much longer. Give it a day or two when people go back to playing Demon Hunter and see it's still busted. And yeah, it's still the dominant force. And why does this keep happening? They keep nerfing the class and it still dictates everything. If you look at Tempo Demon Hunter in Standard, you look at its matchup spread, it still, even after the Twin Slice nerf, only loses to Warrior. It's like 50-50 on a couple of matchups, but overall, it only is unfavored against Warrior. Demon Hunter is in Standard has only been unfavored against Warrior or nothing else in its entire run. And Warrior is busted too, and that's the only reason it can compete. It's actually basically broken because of Risky Skipper, because of its ability to draw its whole deck with Battle Rage, have insane charged combos with Korkron, Bloodsworn, cheat out Blood Boil Brutes, and do bomb stuff if you want to play a more control strategy. Warrior is basically as broken as Demon Hunter. And yeah, they're the two most powerful classes still. So why does this keep happening? Why are there changes and nothing actually changes? It's because Blizzard, for whatever reason, does not want to address the core issues. They keep sidestepping everything. The only cards that have effectively been nerfed in Demon Hunter were the day 1 nerfs. So you had Skull go to 6 mana, you had Anton go to 6 mana. You had the War Blades, the lifesteal weapon, lose the durability. And yeah, an I-Beam went to 1 from 0, which was a nerf, but it's still in like every single Demon Hunter deck. Those were nerfs. But if you look more recently, you look at Altruist, 3 to 4 mana, kind of a nerf, but not really. It slowed it down a tiny bit, but it doesn't really matter when its effect is broken, and you rarely was the mana utilization an issue, and you've seen that. It's in like every single Demon Hunter deck. Well, it's not odd because you can't run it. Gladebound Adept went from a 7-4 to a 6-4. Literally did nothing. It's in every Demon Hunter deck. The body, if it hits you, you're still gonna die. So it really did absolutely nothing. You have Priestess of Fury, was actually nerfed for 7 mana, 6/7 to 6/5, so that was a nerf. That card sees less play, so I'll give them that. Twin Slice from 0 mana to 1 mana, not a nerf. It's just a change. It makes it a lot stronger in any slow matchup, makes it stronger with your weapons. Tempo Demon Hunter, I'll just show you a list right here. This list is like 60% from Diamond 5 to Legend on HS Replay in the last like 2 days. Basically unchanged from the prior version. They didn't even have to rebuild it with 0 mana to 1 mana Twin Slice. It's the same deck and it's just as good. It still only loses to Warrior. You have the nerf to Crimson Sigil Runner, which was never really a core issue with the card. Sure, it's a nerf, it's a 1/1, but it never really dictated anything about the class. But they refuse to actually address the core issues with the class is basically what I'm getting at. Warglaze of Azzinoth are too good. They let Demon Hunter never lose the board, push insane face damage, and because their early game is so insanely good, the downside of taking any damage with the weapon is negated. Because, well, if you're always ahead, you're not taking damage, it's not a big sacrifice. And you also have versatile healing with, like, I-Beam and stuff. They're not addressing Skull, which at 5 mana is one of the most broken cards ever released. It's still broken at 6. It should cheat maybe 1 mana less or be 7 mana. But if you make it 7 mana, then Odd Demon Hunter in Wild is completely unbeatable. And then you have the issue of, again, Altruist. It goes face. It shores up a supposed weakness in Demon Hunter of not being able to deal with wide boards to it deals with wide boards and kills your opponent by going face. The same thing basically as Warglaives. And then you have Metamorphosis, which is just an egregiously overpowered card. 5 mana Pyroblast or 7 mana Pyroblast that's more flexible. You can target minions with it. It can get, pass through taunts. It can't really be countered. You can't stop it without like counterspelling the actual spell. There's very little counterplay. And yeah, Pyroblast for 7 mana in the most aggressive deck out there. It's just crazy. So that's why Demon Hunter just isn't falling off. For whatever reason, Blizzard does not want to actually nerf or significantly nerf any of the cards that make it too strong. And in Wild, they kind of, it's Odd Demon Hunter was already tier 1, and now in Wild, if you look at the win rates in Wild, it's S tier. It's like 57% across all ranks, and that's going to climb. This deck's going to get a little more optimized, and I'm terrified that, they might actually address Skull in Standard and make it 7 mana and, like, break it even more. Like, it's a scary prospect, so I don't... my issue with Demon Hunter, people was like, you just hate the class, you bitch about it. I don't really hate the design of it. I really don't. It's tempo-based, it's aggro-based, sure, that's fine. I don't really care. The control stuff, you can do cool control stuff, but there's no point when you can go face. There's not much RNG in the class. I like that. I like that I know what I'm playing around. The problem is, I know what I'm going to have to play around, and I can't with any class other than Warrior, because I'm going to die. I can't play around overpowered, insane cards that just... there's nothing in my arsenal I can beat it with outside of playing Warrior. So then you're relying on, like, high-rolling stupid crap, like with Spell Druid. Perfect ramp into cheating insane amounts of mana, getting a bunch of beasts, or playing Rogue and getting a giant Edwin, or making big questings, or playing Mage and cheating out a puzzle box, or playing Priest and just high-rolling random crap. Like, that's what it's about, and that's not exactly fun either. I actually think the design of Demon Hunter and Warrior right now are more healthy than the other decks in the game, but they're so much more powerful than everything else. It just feels so unfair, and then you have to play this other high-rolling crap to beat it. It's just, that's why people hate this meta. Like, it's a huge part of it, and I don't know what the answer is other than, they just need to reevaluate their design philosophy or buff the living crap out of every other class so they're not just a bunch of random high-roll fiesta garbage. So I almost don't even want to nerf Demon Hunter Warrior at this point. I just want to buff the crap out of everything else, but they've shown they can't buff that. We've done that video already, so I really don't know what to say. It's just, it's a bad spot. Maybe the next expansion will fix things, but you know what? It won't. And then I'm going to have a video coming up on that issue very soon as well. How the next expansion terrifies me more than the current situation we're in. So, yikes. Let me know what you guys think should happen. Like, yeah, you nerf Demon or you bring these cards to power level or reasonable, then we have random Fiesta on ladder. I don't know what's going to be better or worse. It's terrifying. So yeah, it's a bit more of a ramble this time because I just don't have the answers. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think? I'm really discouraged. I want this game to be fun, and right now I'm struggling, and I'm Wild, even with the Odd Demon Hunter Quest Mage running amok. It's really hard to have fun there too. It's a rough time, so sorry for the negative video, but how to get those thoughts out there. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends. I'll try and figure this one out. Let's try and figure it out together. Bye.